So, it's us and Fang. Fang's on tonight. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what he's doing, but, it's because I'm here. I just need to leave. No, that's not true. It's not because you're your Kano. No, because you... Why is that open? No, that's not it at all. I don't know what's up. Well, we're here in Eden, and, my logic is infallible. Nah. Okay, so we're here in Eden. I don't know if Fang's starting up or if he's gonna be streaming today, but we're gonna sleep. We're gonna do a little bit of chopping down trees, I guess. And specifically the tree that is up here. Well, it has no more leaves, so it's perfect for us to do another one. I have so many blossom saplings. So many. Where's my Terra Truncator? Get all of that. Break that. And then we pick up all of these. So how's it going? It's going all right. A lot happened last week, so we gotta kind of like process all that. I never ended up going back to the place that I went with Mousy. So I never figured out if I got anything. So I think the plan is, if I go to pick up something, then I should have Fang with me as well. I cannot believe it either. Yeah, it was very weird how Haven did that. I don't know, it just like, it seemed partially staged. But, you know, I'm not the one to make... No, I am definitely the one to conclude things very quickly. And usually I am right. So it's very strange. It's very strange. Let's see if Fang is around. Are you around? Rachel's intuition is on point. You should be the detective, not Fang. True! You're totally right! Yeah, so we'll see if he's around. And see if we can show him the thing that we meant to show him. That is true. I mean, I'm so used to messaging people that it's like, when I'm the only one, when we're the only two around. Also, my bar is at 4. I don't like that. Around, okay. Hello, walkie-talkie in.
Yeah, I'm at my place if you want to pop in.
Cool. I actually wanted to show you something.
Oh god.
So, if you want to head over to my place, it'll be a lot easier for me to do that.
I've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
I've been taking an extended nap. It's been great.
Oh, I just got a message from one of my bubbles saying, you never know if Haven is watching, we don't know if she can watch the DMs or not. And that's true, it's safer to talk through private messaging.
Okay, but just saying, hey, are you around?
Yeah, fair enough.
I was really care that much.
I was considering adding an additional statement to that, but I didn't. So I'm at my place. On the top right now. I'm just planting some trees for mana.
Oh, gotcha.
Tippity top. You can take the water elevator, but
I'm
I'm
approaching.
basically.
What's up?
Hey. Yeah, I'll just leave this as it is.
Yo, you have so much blossom wood. Can I take it?
Go for it.
Let's go. I was literally just looking for blossom wood.
Cool. Well, I got some. So.
I can tell. All right, what's up?
All right. I need to show you a thing.
It's the thing?
Because you are mayor, so it is very important for you to know about this.
Uh-oh. Oh, tropics. I'm assuming.
Yes. Okay.
Whoa.
You're here. All right.
Hold up.
Well,
Hold
this
up.
isn't exactly the place, but this is
up.
where. You good? I guess he's doing some mayorly thing. Must be. He's probably talking to himself about, you know, why I brought him here and what. Imagine he just dies
deep monologue.
Deep monologue? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Where on earth are we?
Imagine he just dies or vacation spot the trauma. No. Don't predict that, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We're
What
safe.
the heck? Why did your chat hate me? Okay, Rachel, I don't want to be that guy, but this is not very inconspicuous.
I tried.
Oh. What? What?
Oh.
Can I read?
Wait.
Can I read?
Go for it.
All right. Oh, what the fuck?
Wait, what is it?
2/23/2023. Was it Thursday?
That was Thursday.
Login admin user in quotations John Eden/system/file :
Wait.
quotation mirage unquote deletion interrupted Eden/system/folder quotations AI unquote cannot be modified folder AI locked by admin user quote xhaven21 unquote.
Okay, let me see that.
Yeah, never been a very big computer guy. That's where we are. Where are is that the top?
Where it's called Mountain.
Okay, I was trying to figure out on the journey map where on Earth
we're relatively close to Novas. So I asked the computer a question on Thursday.
What
and it actually, so you weren't there.
I was not.
But so basically, Haven showed a display of her power by killing Mirage in front of us.
What?
Yeah. Mirage was set on fire with lava and disappeared and died. And Haven's like, that's what you get for not obeying me. And it was a threat to the rest of us.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I came and asked the computer, is Mirage's AI still present in Eden? And had to wait until Monday to get my response, but yes, it seems like she is still here. John.
Who's
That's
John?
gotta be Jonathan.
Oh my god, it's almost like John is short for Jonathan.
So he was trying to delete Mirage's file, but he couldn't because the AI folder cannot be modified because it was locked by Haven. And then it was brought out of the trash folder. more or less, because we
More
were
or
gonna
less.
save Nova.
Interesting.
So in between the point where we brought back the spirits folder, and when Haven got in, she locked the folder. And so the fact that she and Jonathan were trying to delete Mirage, it didn't work. So she
The fact that
definitely
they can't
tried.
unlock it either.
Yeah, which means Lucario's sister is either not here, not in Eden, or she's been here since Haven has. Or at least since we moved to the folder.
Interesting.
Which is definitely possible, but why would it take so long for Robin to show herself to Lucario? If that was the idea.
Huh.
Yeah. Weird. Okay, well, that's very interesting.
Where's Teden, bro?
Teden is, Thursday.
I thought it was every other Thursday. We've been missing one.
It was, but I was also on vacation, my dude.
Brother.
I was on vacation, there was a lot going on, and then last week there really wasn't much news. So, yeah, kinda didn't have a lot to write about, but now I have a lot to write about.
I'm so sad.
Okay, well that's that. I wanted to show you where it is now.
Wicked.
Because already showed Mousy, and I'm hopefully gonna show Kano today if he is on. And
Gotcha.
then I will be showing Lauren as well.
Is that where Mirage died?
Yes. Lava's gone.
Oh. Okay, well there's also barriers.
Yeah, no,
I
there's
can just
barriers
fly, though.
all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
there's just
well,
barriers
hear me
all
out.
around it. Gabe already tried that, and it did work, but there's nothing in there.
Okay.
L.
Hey man, as someone who has died, I can say that.
But yeah, basically, Haven was like, everybody meet at spawn for an announcement. And then we were all here. We didn't want to be here, but we came here, and then Haven was there. Mirage was trapped in that thing, and
That's just not very nice.
she just died. But from what we saw, the reason why we didn't think Mirage was entirely dead to begin with is that Mousy had seen Mirage pour the lava on herself.
Oh, so she bailed.
I don't know. It was either she it was like a setup to like trick Haven, or Haven made Mirage do it herself. Which is even worse.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Where you at?
You'll see me one day.
Dude, what are you doing?
I'm mining deep slate.
Also, hi Queenie, welcome. Oh!
I am mining deep slate.
I can see that. This reminds me of the time where you say, "Yep,
we leave.
we leave."
I leave.
Why
Good times.
Why are you doing that?
Because it was just regular deep slate, and I wanted cobbled.
Got it.
So if you just mine it, then
Got it.
it's
Okay.
cobbled.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
I also think,
Nice. Interesting.
after that ritual happened that we did, Haven was on kind of high alert about us doing the rituals and trying to get in contact with Mirage, so, like, that
Sure.
definitely didn't help what happened on Thursday.
Yeah.
And
I would agree.
Yeah. And then we basically had, like, pretty much gotten Raj to be able to cooperate with us, and the second that happens, like, she quote,
Really not what we
dies.
expected.
You know?
Really not what we expected on that one.
I don't know, I just thought we would, like, have more time, but, like...
I don't know why you thought that.
Yeah. It was
Going back
partially
to my
expected
bed.
that something would
You'd
have
like
happened.
to join me?
Okay.
It's up to you. I really don't care either way.
What are you doing at your place?
Building.
Nice. What you building?
Probably. The barn. Probably
Got
the
it.
4th or 5th barn on the server at this point, but you know.
Well, that's okay, because each person has their own barn, right? Or whoever wants
I
a barn.
guess.
There was a guy following you. Oh, now he's trying to hit me. Okay.
I am flying away.
Yeah, you are quite far ahead, so...
I am going through the portal. I am through the portal.
I could have just taken the, Could have just taken my portals. Yeah, no, there probably would have been a little bit...
You absolute chungus.
Uh-huh.
This is my new insult.
Yeah, totally. So,
the car area looks so dope with all the blue.
Yeah, so what have you been up to?
I told you I was taking an extended nap.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of thinking. But nothing really came to mind as to how we can help out.
You been thinking about anything else besides
the
whole Haven? Nope.
We chillin'. Don't blow up.
Okay.
Please don't blow up. Okay, we're good. Please just perish. Poor favor.
Oh, yeah, you also were not here for it, but Nova's, so you know how Nova has his lab, their lab.
Yeah.
So they've been keeping this the slime in their lab for a few weeks.
Okay.
Because they had seen that it had gotten like enhanced intelligence.
Interesting.
And on Thursday, it escaped.
The fuck?
So
Bro, what kind of slime are you raising?
I don't know what they really wanted with the slime, but they were gonna like try to test it or something, I guess.
What the fuck?
And yeah, so it escaped and it started kind of causing a little bit of chaos.
What?
Placing slimes
slime.
everywhere.
Oh, that's why that was at my house. Okay.
Yeah, it did. It definitely, and it targeted Gabe quite a bit. And so yeah, it placed slime all over the place, and to my knowledge, it has not been caught.
Interesting.
So the slime is somewhere around the server. Yeah, that's also something that happened.
God, every day I spend in Eden, it gets fucking weirder.
Thank you, Big Dog, for the resub. That's almost 2 years, my dude. Guess who's engaged to Fang's older sibling? I know you are. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But thanks for the resub. Appreciate it.
That'll do the job.
Yeah. I don't know. Those were the two big things that that happened. So.
You know, kind of weird camp, but whatever.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Rachel?
I don't know. Like, I'm still kind of, like, processing everything and such.
Valid. So, the ritual that you did with
Yeah.
good old Seb,
Yeah.
he, because of something Gabe asked,
Mm.
he allowed me to keep my memory of it,
Yeah.
of that whole time. Are you low-key jealous?
Jealous?
Of like his and Mirage's relationship?
I mean, I don't know. It was like so long ago, and it's not even. It's it's not the sin that we've been interacting with for the most part. It's not the same sin.
Say that all
Is
you want, but it's the same sin that you fell for. So
what do you want me to say, Fang?
the truth.
In the grand scheme of what's going on, I feel like this is the most irrelevant thing. I haven't even
Okay,
seen the real sin since November.
okay, but did I ask?
Yes, maybe I am a little bit jealous of it.
Okay, cool. I mean this in the best way possible. That is really funny.
Why is it funny to you?
Because it's an AI. And as you like, it's an intrinsically different person than who Sebastian is now. But Anna, it's funny. Jealousy to me, because I've never really been like a jealous person. To me, it's like really petty.
It's not
And
that kind of jealousy.
I know. I'm just
It's the
saying
fact
jealousy in
that
general.
she did all these bad things, and like of course they're like, I believe she can be redeemed, but that doesn't mean that like I
He should instantly forgive her.
not even that. It's
Do I
it's
report?
the stuff from before when I just didn't want to see him get hurt like that.
Him?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Hold up.
Like
Do this actually.
the fact that he just like went to like help his friend and then he got turned into a traitor for it. And all of these like pranks that like he was roped into made him seem like a bad guy in the eyes of everybody else.
I don't want to be an asshole here, but whether or not he meant it as malicious, he was still kind of being a dick about it.
I don't know. I feel like everybody just has a choice of whether or not to do certain actions, and
I mean, no, everyone absolutely has that choice unless something else happens that proves otherwise. But Sin chose to do whatever, like, the nonsense that he did. So if people hate him for it, then that is technically justified. And if he got hurt by it, wah.
well, you would say that because you're his estranged brother.
Well, yeah,
I'm the person who actually stayed behind to be with him.
Stayed behind, quote unquote.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. What did I make
For at least 3 months longer than you did, so.
I mean, I was on a mission.
I know.
We have to do a sunroof.
Well, something else I can relate to you on now is being in the Aether. That was a vibe.
True. Yeah.
That was something.
That was definitely something. Fuck.
It is very lonely there.
Yeah, I was there for a solid month on my own.
Yeah.
Nothing to do, no one to talk to. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh.
Bored.
No, I'm thinking of it's like almost a belief, I guess, of a certain way to live, I guess. I'm half spitballing here, but I'm trying to remember the word. It's like it starts with an N. It's like a I want to say it's like a belief of being alone or something like that. Fuck, what is the word?
Isolated?
No. I mean, I definitely was, but that's not what I'm going for.
Belief of being alone. No, I can't think of a word that starts with N.
Nihilism.
Ah.
You almost said it, and that's what made me get it.
Got it.
Yeah, that's where the nihilism tendencies come from. Is being stuck in the aether for a month on my own. Now imagine Gabe.
Yeah.
He was stuck in there for a year. That'd fucking suck.
And then Mirage was stuck there for like 2.5.
True. I mean, but so was all the beta AI, to be fair. Sin was too.
Yeah.
But, well.
But he was one of the lucky ones.
Well.
He actually.
I wouldn't even say lucky.
He's
Man's
alive.
Just, forced it. Man's forced it.
Yeah. It's just a very, very weird feeling.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah. But I would do it again if it meant that we could get more of what we need.
Yeah. Same here. You know, it is in times like these, in the slower parts of our time in Eden, that Gabe's words do really ring in my head of only actions are going to be able to get us out of here.
Yeah. That's why I did that ritual.
I still think that was stupid.
Well, sometimes actions can be stupid. Just like going to random portals and talking with the people who have trapped us here. But
Yeah,
if they're willing to talk, then...
best.
What was that?
I don't know, man. Being willing to talk can just be a trap, as you well know.
Yeah, I suppose. But with me, it wasn't with her.
Except you did set a trap for me, but you know.
Yeah, I think that was because you were acting a little bit irrationally, and she knew that you would fall for it. So
So it's not very PogChamp, you know?
no, not really.
This is gonna be a weird ass building. It's gonna be like it's almost gonna
Yeah.
be more of a greenhouse and a barn, but
Well,
that's fine.
yeah, it just
Maybe
has a
if
glass
I
ceiling. It's fine.
bring
What do
that
you
down
what do
one.
you need all the was the blossom wood that you got for me? Was that for this?
Yes.
Mhm.
I thought this barn would be bigger, so I thought I'd need
Ah,
more, but
that's fine. You can keep
we're
whatever you didn't
chilling.
use.
Perfect.
I'm gonna get
Just a little
plenty
bit
more
more
from
glass.
chopping down those
Oh
trees.
yeah.
Yeah, plenty more. I
And I'll
already
take
have
any and all the
a whole
wood.
bunch. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I would use blossom wood for. My area isn't
Blossom wood
really
is kind of my
like,
aesthetic, so
yeah.
kind of what we go for.
Hmm. I yeah, I don't know if what I would be using it for.
Right.
If for any of my builds, because I much prefer like spruce and um
It's a really
darker
nice
colors.
color.
Yeah, it is a nice color, but it's not one that I tend to build with. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe I have like a greenhouse and then I have like my animal enclosure, well, not even enclosure, just animal area out here. This kind of vibe. I feel like that's better. Because there's so many barns, but no one has a greenhouse.
Yeah, I suppose that's kind of true. I mean, the only person who I mean, Lizzie and Mandy and Matt have that, like, beehive kind of little place at theirs. But that's the only one that I can think of.
Right. Get him.
What was that for?
I just tried. I wanted to see if I could hit you from the pond.
Oh, okay. Well, it worked, clearly, so.
Achievement get.
Yep.
Oh, eh.
I've been thinking about it for a while. I want to try to get in contact with Sebastian again. If there's a
Huh?
way. This is a way to get in
Oh,
contact
for
with the outside.
what did I do? What did I do? You know what? It's funnier that way. Yeah. I don't not sure if there is, but
Did what?
you'll
Oh,
understand.
oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
That's not what I meant to do, but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna put glowstone there and call
I
it a
think.
day.
Oh no, that's even worse.
Oh, that's so much better. What do you mean?
But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's a good decision. I've been kind of like, I don't know. I find it odd that he hasn't come in yet.
yeah, same. Maybe you should try to reach out to somebody else then. Maybe there's something
Oh,
wrong.
God damn it. Maybe, but I mean, like, what are we gonna
We
do?
would
Like,
know. We, we don't know anything being stuck in here.
exactly. I mean, how are we even gonna get a message outside?
Well, I mean, there is a way, but it's just the mention of who and if they'll get it.
What?
You know, I just showed it to you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't think that could do that.
I mean, I don't know if it can, but it's worth a shot, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
It's never really been attempted before, but I mean, Levi was able to. I would think Levi was able to get in contact with his coder through that.
Jonathan, as it were.
Yeah. same person who Haven is apparently keeping on her task force.
Her payroll is what
Her
you mean.
payroll, yeah. More or less.
God,
Well, we
this
don't
whole,
even know
like,
if he's getting paid.
nonsense. He probably
But-
is. Levi's probably is paying him still. He's a dick.
Yeah.
I don't know how he'd do it, but it's Levi. He find a way.
Right. I mean, I did get most of his assets. It was supposed to be half and half with me and Maddie, but I don't know. There could have been some strings pulled that I tried not to interfere with it too much.
Interesting.
But I mean, he is still alive, so, yeah.
I mean, we don't know that actually. He could have had a stroke, and I'll fucking celebrate.
No, you're right. I mean, he may still.
He could be dead for all we.
He could be dead, or he could have escaped. You know, we don't know either way.
Don't manifest that, okay? Also, look, it's funny.
Yeah, I see it.
It's the symbol.
It's the
You know
same
what? This is
symbol
no
that's in
longer a
slime in
greenhouse.
Gabe's place.
This is no longer a greenhouse.
Yeah, what is it now?
This is a church.
It's a church. Oh, you're gonna.
I need signs.
Are we bringing back Reverse Jesus?
I actually think I'm gonna be wholesome with this. Besides that symbol, and I'm gonna do something that you already sort of kind of did with
Oh?
the fucking monument graveyard.
Okay, got it.
I'm just gonna make this a place to kind of remember the fallen, as it were.
Yeah.
And have that just be there. And I'll put Yasmin's name right at the top.
Oh.
I don't mean like top of the
it's-
bar. I mean, yeah, top of the symbol, as it were.
Got it. Okay.
Because I think that would be so much funnier. And Yasmin would absolutely want that.
Yeah, she would have really liked that.
You know what's terrifying? Oh, I just made
A lot of things.
I feel like Yasmin and Sin got along way too well.
Really? I
Oh,
didn't
man.
really know much
I feel like
about
they
their...
had the chaotic nonsense.
See, I much prefer that chaotic duo to him and Mirage's chaotic duo.
Valid. You know, now that I think
'Cause
about it,
the only
Yasmin is a lot like Mirage.
No.
Like, not necessarily in, like, personality, but, like, what on earth they do. Because they just both fuck
guess.
around.
I guess.
How many people have we lost in Eden?
Oh goodness. Like
Let's
10,
see.
12? I think 12.
I want to start
lot.
at the first. So I guess beta
Well,
people, right?
Yeah, Beta.
So Dr. Poe. Actually, no, fuck it. Adam first.
Yeah, because it was
Adam
technically
would've been
Adam
the
first.
first.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Poe. I'm gonna do more kind of signs. Dr. Poe.
Zoe unconfirmed?
I want to move this down. I want to only do people who are confirmed. They can add in people later. What else was in beta that passed away?
Do we even add Mount to this list anymore?
No.
No.
Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, we do. We don't discriminate.
Well, but
Even though she's kind of a
we
bitch.
also don't know if she's dead. Like she's
I don't care. We can. The fact that she is stuck here kind of makes me assume that she's dead.
yeah.
So I will put Mal on the list.
Yeah. I can go to the memorial and like list off names for you. In order.
Oh my god, I just had a stroke. Please.
You good? Okay. Because I don't remember exactly who was like first, second, third, or whatever, but
Right. Well, I'm mainly looking for like
names.
Eden time frame.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily like I'm not looking for Adam died on this day, then Dr. Poe died on that day. I'm looking for
Right.
more like time frames of like, oh, Dr. Poe, Adam, and Mal were all in beta, and then
Yeah.
Paramyth and Yasmin. No,
No,
Yasmin
Para was
and
Misty.
Misty. Yasmin and Misty were
Yeah.
in what was it, 2.0, 1.0,
The
whatever.
reset. When the
Yeah.
reset happened. Still sucks that they like got booted during the reset.
It happens.
Yeah. Spawn. Okay. Go into the memorial.
Just give me just a second here. I need to make more signs.
Okay. I am here, so whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. So Zach?
Zach. Who is Zach?
These were from before we even showed up.
Okay, this is okay. Zach.
So Zach, Logan, and Paramore?
Oh, hold up. Gotta fix this.
Yeah.
There we go. Logan. How the fuck do you spell this guy's name?
Paramore. Permore.
That's not how it sounds. Okay. Next.
Misty Lynn and Yasmin.
Okay, let's go here. Misty Lynn. How do you spell Misty Lynn? How's it spelled?
Mistylynne.
Cool. I didn't know if that last one was with a Y or an I.
Mm.
Then Yasmin.
With
Did
a
we
Z.
lose anyone else?
Para, and then Eve
The Ash.
and Ash. Yeah. Ash deserves an actual
Paramyth
grave.
was before Ash. Have we lost anyone in... I don't think we've lost anyone in this Eden, right?
No, we would know if somebody was not here.
Yeah, I'd probably remember that.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
But those were the notable people. There were others, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah.
There's always others.
There's always others. I do want to add an actual grave for Ash. But like, I don't know, there's always the chance that she might blip back. So
I don't think so, because I literally watched her get expired.
but she did he say in the chat that she was expired?
Yeah. He did.
She'd be happy that she left something behind for us.
And what wasn't Ash's code as well?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but that's everyone here.
okay.
Heading back to you.
Yeah, and then sugarcane. Who do you think would know, like, Arc 1 people best? Should I talk to Kanoka, maybe?
Yeah, definitely Kano.
I want to write little books about them.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea. I was thinking about doing something similar, in the
I saw
archive.
your idea. Let's go. Fuck.
But I would be down to help you out with that. I still need to write the 4th history book, but once I'm done with that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm probably just gonna do this tonight.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to be that guy who's like pessimistic, but I did leave room on the walls, so.
Right. I mean, there are still spots in the, technically, there are still spots in the memorial.
Yeah.
So. Oh, speaking of.
No. No wonder why I got lag back.
Oh. Well, yeah, I briefly got lagged back too. I was gonna, yeah. Like I was,
lag.
yeah, like I was gonna wait to go through the portal. And then it's like, nope, you're going through. You're going through whether or not you like it.
Okay, I need feathers. Do I have feathers anywhere? I'd love if I had feathers.
Mm-hmm.
And also ink sacks. Do I need to just go on a rampage and kill some squids? I will do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to have a talk with Kano.
Oh, true.
Because,
Like,
because I wasn't able to do it a couple weeks ago.
I had a very insightful conversation with the Kanoka last time I was on. And I don't know how to put this into words without like, because I don't want to be that guy who just fucking like says what he said and like not copies, but like, because it was a personal conversation, you know, it was between the two of us.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just be there for him because he's going through a rough patch right now.
Yeah. No, I've been trying.
I know it can be rough because you should be there for yourself too, so.
I feel like that's been the thing I've been least focusing on.
You know, same, but I've been doing that my whole life, so I'm used to it.
Right?
You had to be there for yourself in your child years, or else you probably just would not have survived.
Yeah.
So I get it.
And now to be able to help everyone else and to, you know, help save Eden again.
Well, I'm not really here to save Eden. I'm here to save the good old pals. I'm gonna go over to Kanoka, and I'm going to ask if he has feathers or ink sacks.
Well, I might as well head back over there too, because I did take a look at your little thing, so.
Oh yeah, do you enjoy?
Yeah. So you're gonna, is that where you're gonna be putting like the books and such?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little chest there.
Got it.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Target acquired. Come here, bitch.
Gave
Back
the
here,
whole
bitch.
thing.
Bitch.
Ooh, thank you, Dolphin's Grace.
Approach.
Approach?
You have approached. No, you. Approach.
Oh, where is he in his house? I don't want to just, like, spawn,
Oh,
like,
no,
on
no,
top
he was
of...
in his farm.
Okay. Okay. Because I was gonna come through, but it's like, I don't want to show up right on top of him. Rather not.
Approach. Rachel. Approach with your voice. That now he should understand. Oh.
Be more specific.
My dude, what am I supposed to think when you say approach and you come to my house? What am I thinking?
I was confused too.
I am not. That does not connote in my head. Please join voice call. I mean, yes. Can I assume that's probably what you're asking me when you stand there aimlessly? Yes. But am I going to make you work for that? Yes.
Absolutely. And you know what? I respect it. That's content.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
we should
that's
save
why
everyone
I
but
expect
Eden,
you
but
guys.
this was already a mistake being back.
Do you have feathers and ink sacs?
Do I have those things?
Yes.
Not on my person, but we should
May
have some in our
may I
mob chest in our
investigate your
basement,
abode?
I suppose.
Wait,
how
actually,
many are you requesting
Fang,
to obtain?
how many books do you need?
I have 17
Oh, you need
books on
books?
me.
He's making books.
'Cause
I
I should still have a few spare copies of books that I
I
have
like
in my...
making my own books. Like, not to be that guy,
Got
but
it.
I will be that guy.
Sure.
Okay, there are no
I
chests down here
see.
that okay.
There's literally
would
one with
be
a creeper
in
head
the
on it that has
house.
mob items in it.
In like your little mine area?
No, sorry, underneath the house. Now see expanded the house, which I
Oh my
The
god, I
basement.
have not been
But-
here.
which my cogs
yeah.
some of my cogs don't want to see apparently because they want spoilers because they haven't been able to be on
Spoilers.
the server lately, and I'm like, excuse me.
You have a total of 26 feathers. That's all I need. Ink sacs, you have fucking none. Alright, hold
Because
up.
all the squids here keep getting killed by the eels.
Alright, I might
We
kill
don't even
'em.
have the chance.
I'm gonna end this whole squid population.
Rude.
Where the fuck
Don't
are
do
they?
that. That's not very nice.
Where are they? Found. Oh, there's 2. Come here, bitch. Oh, there's 3. No, stop killing him. Eel. Fuck off.
Be nice.
No, the eel was just not being nice.
Well, yeah.
Because then I wouldn't have been able to use my looting. And get 4 ink sacs from 1 squid. Oh, there's 5.
Nice.
And there's another 5. Eel, stop being a douche.
So there's since you weren't around on Thursday.
Yes.
You know,
Thursday.
there were
Churro
some
day.
stuff went down.
Okay.
Churro day. It doesn't
Churro
even
day.
sound like it.
I mean,
Okay,
It doesn't-
I
It
will
doesn't
admit
even
I got a small bit of context. My cogs informed me a little bit about some things, and I feel like I talked with somebody.
That's illegal.
Because I know some things, but I don't know.
That's
who's told me off
illegal.
the top of my head. What's illegal?
Your cog's telling you. That's illegal.
Well, if the cogs
Well, you know,
were
when I-
being like rats or bubbles or mafia or whatever, well, they wouldn't be mafia, but
Bruh.
because you weren't there.
That's true. Mhm.
Oh, I thought you were just saying I don't have people.
No,
I
not
actually
in
didn't know
general.
that, so
Not in
therefore
general.
things are fine.
But
I'm pretty
if
sure
they
it's an actual
were,
person, though. I feel like it was an actual person. I just can't remember. My cogs probably remember better than me. But
Honestly,
anyways,
it's probably Gabe.
that's beside the point. I am not meaning to disrupt your flow of conversation. You
probably
may
Gabe.
continue to tell me.
but yeah. So first thing, basically, I get on right away. I'm assaulted by a slime.
Oh,
Which is very funny.
So your brother has been
did it
keeping
consent, or did you consent?
it the slime belonged
Do we need to have a
to
conversation
your
with this
brother.
slime?
Do we need to have an
I
intervention?
had no conversation with the slime. The
Okay,
slime
this is
hit me,
concerning.
gave me
So-
an
We're about
effect
to have
and
an
left.
intervention.
Is this interfamilial stuff I need to be dealing with? Do I need to like go
No.
and like bring legal papers to my brother?
No,
and tell him,
no,
"Excuse
no,
me,
no,
your
no,
slime assaulted
no.
my daughter. I need to get this slime out of Eden."
Well, that's the thing. It's it was contained, and then it got
Okay.
out of containment, and now it's somewhere roaming
it's
the
that
server.
Slime.
Yeah.
It's that slime. Oh, because it was gone missing. Okay, not sorry. I'm connecting that stuff because I talked with my brother, and he had said that his slime was missing. So
Yes.
now I know. Yes. Maybe it was
Yes.
him who I talked to. That actually would explain a lot. Well, no, he wasn't there yet. Never mind. Sorry, I'm confusing brainwaves. He wasn't there yet. But yes, he talked with me about that previously, so I was aware that his slime had gone missing.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
He did that to me earlier.
No.
But yeah, that was the smaller thing that happened.
Okay.
And for that being
Very-
the smaller thing, the big
very
thing was
small.
big. So
Large.
Haven came on again,
Mhm.
and she brought us all, or she told us to come to spawn. And when we got to spawn, Mirage was in a little 1x1. And Haven's like, this is what happens when you disobey me. And there was lava poured over Mirage, and she died.
L.
Okay. Did she respawn?
No.
Should we
Yes.
the funny thing, Rachel?
Yeah. Yeah, why don't we go?
The funny thing?
Why don't we
Let's go to the funny thing.
Yeah. I was meaning to show you this anyways.
I mean-
if you have something to do real quick, you can go ahead and finish it. But if you
Or don't.
I don't. I was literally just doing my chores.
Okay.
So
We're doing
I'm,
lore.
I'm fine. I can detour. I'm just
We're doing
confused.
lore.
That's what funny thing is supposed
Funny
to
you
thing.
will
means.
know when we get there.
Exactly.
You will know.
Okay.
Dang it.
Funny thing.
This is not the funny thing.
happened on the way.
This is
Got him.
I'm just waiting for like the punchline to happen.
Got
at
him.
this point. Mm-hmm. I can't. Wait, no, okay. Ah, look at that.
My
You can't stop me.
I'm
Okay.
working 7 days this week. Like
Good.
outside of Eden. I'm
Why are
really
you
so tired.
here? Oh hi, we're
This is my
Okay.
house.
no,
No,
it's
it's
not. Mousy built this house, and this is not your house.
I'm renting it out.
Okay, no, you're not. We did not. This house is not open for rentals. If it was, we'd be making money, and you don't have any money to give us, I presume.
I
So
work at
therefore,
McDonald's. What
it's
do
a
you mean?
no. That's just because it means you have money. I mean simply that you have not provided it to us, so therefore
you.
we don't have it.
Dang, just go
You can
through.
talk to Mousy.
Are you running an underground like
Dude,
little
I'm the mafia.
secret portal?
What do you
Okay.
expect? I'm the mafia.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just showing you a new entrance.
Oh, okay.
The
so I was
secret
very confused.
entrance.
I was like,
It's the funny thing.
like
It's the
you
funny
have one
thing.
literally from your house.
No, I got
to
rid of
go
that.
Here.
I got rid of that
Oh.
because I can't have it at my house anymore because if Haven suspects that there's another computer, she's gonna check everybody homes first.
Good point.
Except
sense.
mine, because goddamn, she shouldn't. Like, I doubt she would want to go into labyrinth. That's why we should have hit the portal.
That's
honestly.
actually a really good idea. We should have a secondary entrance there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case something
I
else.
think
means
the only
that
the
means
thing
I
is, I
can
think the
finish
only
my
person that
route.
would get confused by that would be Rachel.
And also Haven, because like, you know.
No, I mean, if I know where both of the entrances are, and I need to disable the one here, or the one at the tropics for some reason, then I have the labyrinth one, so.
I see.
I'll just go.
It's for safety.
5,000 blocks out. Dig down a few blocks. Place a new portal. Save the coordinates. Put dirt back on it. She'll never know.
Right.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But anyways, so we're here at the computer. Okay.
Yeah, so I
that's-
wanted to show you
that's-
the new entrance. And then also, I had come here with Mousy on Thursday after all of that happened. And I asked it a question.
Mhm.
And I asked if Mirage's AI was still in Eden. And
Okay.
I got a response today.
Oh, well, that's good.
And I think it's quite interesting. I will have
Gotcha.
you take a look. Pretty sure that's the right one.
Okay, it has 2 question marks. It says, okay, system logs. Okay, so that's from 4 days ago. Login admin user John.
That's on Thursday.
Yeah.
John.
So it's basically when I asked the question and when all of this
We're
went down with
assuming
Raj.
that's Jonathan, Matt's brother, the
Yeah.
coder.
It could be. It's interesting though, because
That is the
least from what I
only
know-
John we know.
well, it makes sense. I just find it interesting because if it is that John, there's an H in this name.
Yeah.
So that's like, because most people who go Jonathan would be Jon as compared to John.
I don't know.
But it could be again similar context. See, this is my English brain being like, yes, one letter makes a huge difference. But okay, so Mirage deletion interrupted. Uses folder area cannot be modified. And then folder area locked by admin. Really?
So
Interesting.
yeah.
But is it really? Like, is it? Well, I guess okay. So it cannot be modified. So it means it's still accessible. Because I was like, I've been talking to Dr. Poe and Adam.
Yeah, no,
I talked with them during the proposal. Like,
so it's
that was only 2
basically
weeks ago.
like if Haven was trying to move the spirits folder back into where it was before, she can't do it because she locked it, so it can't be modified. Like you can't put
But I'm interested because so deletion was interrupted. Was that done by was John the one deleting her, or was John the one who interrupted the deletion?
That's a good question.
Because the way the log seems to indicate is that it could be either way.
Can I see that again?
Yeah, you want to see the book?
Can I see the logs?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. It seems. Well, because computer system logs, this one doesn't necessarily say who input the command. It simply says that the user logged in was John, and then it says that the deletion of Mirage was interrupted.
Right.
So they're not directly correlated. Well, they're correlated in the fact that they're in the same log, but it doesn't specify how that result went. So it could be. I mean, this is my 2 cents. It's like it could be either that John executed the deletion, but then it wouldn't make sense because if Mirage were killed by Haven, then wouldn't the in Eden procedure about doing that wouldn't that have been effective enough? Then it makes you wonder.
Maybe Haven doesn't have the power to expire
That's what I was
people.
just about to say. We still don't know the extent of Haven's abilities. So, assuming that she has the same power as Levi, I feel like is like statistically improbable that she would have the same powers as Levi. Because Levi wasn't stuck here.
No.
Haven is.
Correct.
So that's already an advantage that he would have had against Haven. So then assuming that Haven has the same powers as Levi is just incorrect.
And also, Levi used the spirit folder in order to expire people.
Also true.
So the fact that it's locked and can't be modified, meaning that if Haven were to try to expire somebody, probably wouldn't work.
Right, which is interesting.
At least to do that method. Which is actually...
Because if she...
That's probably why none of us have actually been like...
I mean, we were so worried about Max and Lucinda and Lizzie being expired those few weeks, and then they come back unharmed.
Which is sus.
No, exactly.
Like, wouldn't you think if they were gone for so long, Haven would have done something to them, you know?
Okay, look at us three. We are like some of the top conspirators against Haven openly.
Yeah.
You'd think that if she had the power to, she would have expired us. All three of us.
I mean...
Because the one she's after is either, like... Who is she after, actually? Is she after
probably Mousy.
If it's now, then it would probably be Mousy. Now, like, if it's after Mousy, then expiring you two at least would probably hurt Mousy a great deal, which I feel like is Haven's
Yeah.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
So, if she had the power to, wouldn't she have?
I mean, well,
I feel like there's
Yeah,
no
I
reason
don't
to
know.
not.
because I feel like when Levi did expirations, he didn't really do it with any particular rhyme or reason. I feel like he chose people who were vulnerable, never people who were important. And so I would actually be hesitant to think that Mirage would want to, Haven would want to target her biggest opponents, because why would she want to break the spirits of people who she already feels like she's got under her wraps? She's going to instead want to take out the people who would be of no consequence to her, while we would be of utmost consequence. So,
I mean,
because even Levi
really?
didn't choose to expire us, he chose to reset us to try and make us into his own
Yeah.
image.
No, that's very true.
That's true, but I also feel like Haven's goals are different. Because Levi was always
Correct.
trying to create a community, but it definitely seems like Haven isn't trying to do that. We're just trapped here because Haven
wants
is
us to
also
suffer.
trapped here.
Haven wants us to suffer. That's what she told Lucario.
Yes.
Oh, also, she did go to Lucario, and told him that she had brought Robin in.
Oh?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So Robin's in Eden?
Or she at least gave Robin access to mess with Lucario because they would make him suffer.
Now, that means that Haven has a way of communicating with the outside.
Well, I'd assume so.
Likely.
Well, we didn't know beforehand.
Especially
we had no
if
evidence
this
saying...
John, if it's Jonathan, if it's the person that we think it is, I mean, he got on at just the right time that the Mirage's deletion was happening.
Right.
And either he interrupted it or was the one that actually did it. So it could have been at the same exact time when we were at spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I mean, because I understand what you're saying, Fang, but it seems still like...
I think we should absolutely still be worried and have the... But I just think making any assumptions is a bad plan.
Understandable. Yes, I do agree with that. But yeah, that's interesting though. So she showed herself to look. See, that again also still seems very much like, at least in terms of my head, Lucario right now is being made to be the most victimized of us all right now, because
Which
Robin's
is very
preying
weird.
On him. And so
wouldn't you think that
pattern?
Yeah. Like, wouldn't you think that she would be trying to target all of us? Like, if she wanted to make all of us suffer, why is she not doing that?
I mean, maybe she just doesn't have the means.
I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, to make someone like me, like, truly, despair, you gotta do something, like, pretty fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
And
like, we've all been through something
we've all been
very
through
traumatic.
Pretty much, yeah, we've already been through pretty much the worst. So we're all kind of prepared.
Yeah.
Besides people like Lucario, who are new.
Right, though he's also had already experienced his own share of trauma with having lost.
Sure, but he hasn't experienced I don't want to say that I don't want to say like Eden is like the worst trauma someone could ever experience, because obviously it's not. But goddamn, it's pretty bad.
I mean, it's a lot, but I will say it's interesting you posted that, because I think Lucario probably has one of the most traumatic stories of us all. He's estranged by his family, who we know Robin is his sister, literally coming to seek vengeance on him for, what was it? Something like along like he mentioned something like, oh yeah, like I didn't become a teacher.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That seems so petty. And the fact that he and the way he responds to it, he takes it very seriously. Like he's not just passing it off. Like this is something that's obviously greatly affected him at some point in time. Add to that his own physical trauma and life as an adventurer. Like, I don't know about you, but before Eden, all I did was sit on the computer and do programming. Like I had
shit.
you've lived it. Both of you guys have had more in terms of that. I mean, because you had the ingrained.
Yeah.
She lived with Levi. That all you need to say is that she lived with Levi. Like,
you have your brother, and that's it. Whereas, again, myself and Nova lived pretty normal lives. We both went to school. We both still have family. It's not like our parents have gone anywhere. We just don't talk with them because we're adults now. Haven't needed to maintain that relationship in a while.
Well, you should probably say hi.
I mean,
it's a little difficult to do that.
Well, I mean, when we
considering where we are.
Okay?
Well, yeah, but it's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing as like, okay, my family lives far across the country. Like they probably are noticing I'm not posting anything on Facebook, but like they probably don't really think about it all that much. I mean, maybe they are thinking about it more than I have, but my life is separate from them, so I really don't think too much about it. So it's I'm independent. Anyways, that was all to say. I think Lucario's had a share of his own story of abuse
For sure.
that would affect him, so I don't think he's discounted from having something that's equally as valuably traumatizing as what he's experienced.
I guess what I'm trying to I guess what I'm trying to say is that Eden might again, I don't want to say like Eden's like the worst thing ever, but it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that someone would realistically normally experience in 99.9% of situations.
I hope not.
Yeah. I mean, we're
and that's
also
why I'm saying that it would
yeah.
almost make sense to target Lucario. He's been through so much on the outside, and now he's thrust into something new and different. He's probably one of the easiest people to take advantage of in terms of that.
Yes, I mean, well, I think even just that's showcased by the fact that he was one of the people who's targeted by Mirage. You know, between him and Lucy, or Lucille, and
nope, Lucinda. Still the wrong answer. Wrong one.
Where'd that come from? some.
There's a lot of variations of her name. I'm sure she gets it a lot. It's probably
so she gets it a lot from me.
Yeah.
Of course. But either way, so adding to that alone, that precedent's already been set that he's vulnerable, or at least is someone who can be targeted in that way.
Yeah.
So I agree.
It's just like, if Haven said in our first meeting with her that we would all get to know each other real soon, and then that hasn't happened. The only person she's actually approached, the only two people she's actually approached privately, Lucario and Mousy. And she didn't ask any Oh yeah, well, kinda. That was a little bit of a weird scenario. But,
Right. But it happened
just the idea that, like, she hasn't gotten to know us. But also, me and Mousy had a theory that, the reason why the computers take such a slow time, is partially because of Haven. We think that she could be siphoning power from the server.
Oh.
Hear me out. I don't think it's that complicated. She just uses up a lot of RAM.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's the short end of what I was saying, yeah.
She uses like 6 gigs of RAM on an 8 gig computer.
Right. She basically uses up a lot of energy that could be used for, the console.
Right. But I will say, at least if what we know to be true is that she's been here. Well, no, that's Mirage. Mirage has been here. We don't know about Haven.
I mean, but if she's Mao, then maybe.
Yeah, there'd be at least some connection. Because I'm thinking it's like, if she's been here for an extended duration, why is it only now that she has been like, because we used the computer before with Lauren, the original computer, and that had she typed something in and we got like Google search results pretty much off of it.
Well, I mean,
almost instantaneously.
I mean, wasn't Haven in the spirits folder?
I mean, I guess
we brought the spirits folder
but...
in, and that's when Haven appeared. We never brought the spirits folder in before.
Well, because we
had no means to
in the first place,
right? But Levi could have easily done something from the outside to just stop any of that nonsense.
I mean, partially, but the way the coding... Sorry, this is me getting back to the computer stuff again, but the AIs were originally built into Eden. Lauren separated out the AIs after the iteration of Eden because she was planning to scrub them. She was going to get rid of them, dispose of them, put them away somewhere else, and put them in this folder to be there. She originally thought they were completely gone. I didn't know that was her intention. And so obviously I've made my own backups of things. So probably when she attempted to delete it, it got restored because why wouldn't it? Because I'm not going to lose my life's work. And so I'm assuming...
Or your brother, or Gabe.
No, yes.
I would like to say, I was going to point out like the whole brother and Gabe.
Yeah.
But we also didn't know that my brother was tied to the spirits folder at that time. We just knew he was in a coma.
Okay, but
can
also
I have
Gabe.
that book back?
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if you know this, but I don't think Lauren feels that close to Gabe where she would feel that desire to maintain his digital psyche.
I would like to say, Gabe was 100% willing and was about to sacrifice himself to get us all out of Eden last time.
Yes, correct.
I feel like she should be just a little bit more thankful. To be fair, she was also going to do the same.
I'm not here to villainize her, even if I'm still not on good terms with her. But it's one of those.
I'm villainize her. I'm just pointing out.
Yeah,
like,
let's not talk about. Let's not talk about that right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm simply saying that there was choices that were made, and the folder was originally already integrated into Eden. So, again, that goes back to the idea that there's nothing special about the AI folder other than it was where all the AIs went prior to Eden. Back when we were in our, original Eden that we know of, those were all there, and the system was working totally fine.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, we're not running less capable systems, we're running more capable systems, which leads me to think that something is taking up more energy than would be normally necessary, or would have been the usual plan.
Right.
I mean, there is a whole I don't know. I'm not a computer genius or computer guy at all.
Yes.
But there is all the virus bedrock nonsense at Spawn, which we didn't have to deal with in the old Eden. So maybe that could be something.
Again, I think that links back to Mirage.
I mean, it could, but it still could be using up more energy because we don't know what kind of effects the virus had on things like the computer. Because back when you guys had to deal with the virus, you guys didn't have a computer, as far as I'm aware.
Right. But
so we can't compare it.
Yeah, but it is interesting you mentioned because I just thought of this. Like, files when corrupted can sometimes they deviate in the system in some way because they're not true. Like, they're not registering the same way they are. And so it's possible that if this corruption has grown significant enough, it could have affected a portion of Eden's overall file size or memory capacity. And so that corruption now is filling a space that wasn't taken up before.
Interesting.
Could, when the virus was originally introduced into Eden, back when you guys were dealing with it,
right?
Do you think that could have influenced files within the system?
I assume so. I mean, it did. We know that it affected Maddie personally, and she was a player, and so it had power to affect people. So I'd only assume if it had that power, it would have had more than enough power to influence Eden itself. We just only saw it take shape in the form of interpersonal corruption.
Mousy had a theory. It was broad during the conversation that we had on Thursday. Mousy had a theory that Mao could have been corrupted to become Haven. Is it possible that when the virus was introduced to Eden, that it could have corrupted Mao.
I mean, I would definitely say so, mainly because of the fact, I mean, at least if I'm thinking along those lines, you know, Mao tried to reach to Mousy when she was under the influence of Maddie's corruption. And so I can only assume that would have exposed her in some fashion to that. And so it's possible that her almost sacrificing herself to be able, well, not sacrificing, she extended an olive branch to Mousy to try and enable her to change her ways, because she was still corrupted fully when she was working with Adam and when Mao first introduced herself. She just helped to bring out the good that was still in Mousy, because then Mousy was almost working, changing from the inside out until we were able to remove the corruption.
Yeah.
And at that point, Mao vanished. So yes, long sentence. Yes, that would be very possible.
The timeline actually would fit.
I guess it would explain why. Well, not, I guess not necessarily explain in an actual realistic sense of how someone would feel, but I mean, if you're petty enough, then you would feel this. Like, imagine you're just a stupidly petty person, and you extend your arm out, you expose yourself to save someone you care about, and for that, you get corrupted? It's gotta be rough, Chief.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
And that could explain why she seems to be blaming Mousy for some things.
Why she wants the rest of us to suffer. Because we didn't help her.
No. I mean, we didn't know that she needed the help.
I was about to say, realistically, how could we? But you know.
Exactly. Like, from our perspective, how? But, like,
exactly.
yeah.
Right. But I will say, at least, I feel like classic stories, when you're people in that perspective, it doesn't matter what the facts of the reality are. It's just the fact that you're suffering, and you just want other people to feel that suffering instead of you, or in order to empathize with you.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. No, I hadn't even thought about the fact that maybe the instance of her getting corrupted would have been back in when the corruption era had happened with Maddie.
When I used to think of corruption, I thought that it could have happened in between beta and when you guys came, but it does make more sense for it to have happened during the virus.
Which then still
and that's why she would know about Mirage, when none of us knew who Mirage was. The fact that Haven somehow knew to release Mirage from that box. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're making that logic because it'd be the idea that Mao would have been here present in Eden long enough to know about Mirage's existence.
Yeah.
Which I think, again...
we already knew.
Well, that's something we did know, because we know that she was here previously and she was part of Levi's crew, which would mean she would be familiar with Mirage in herself.
Yeah.
Because Mirage was under Levi's watch. Because he didn't want Lauren to know about her. So... yeah. I mean... But still, there's still a lot of... going back to that, then it still leaves the question of where that corruption stemmed from in the very first place. Because we still don't really know exactly, like, why... like, what... Sorry, I'm saying the wrong question words, but how Levi came to even get the kind of coding he had for this corruption and why it affected people in the way that it did, I still have no idea.
Wait a minute.
Did Mirage mention something to you guys about that during the ritual?
Can't remember.
Because I swear she said something to me, something along those lines about how, like... That's something about, like, Levi. Like, she knew that, like... She knew that she was code.
Yeah, she knew.
Right.
Levi told her that she was part of Ash's code. Wait a minute. Hold up.
What?
We're talking about how on Earth Levi would have gotten, or maybe have created, this type of corruption.
Mhm.
But we know that, I don't know if we know when this happened, but we know that at one point or another, Levi hired a freelance coder.
Right.
Well, wasn't
it
that,
not?
like, after the reset?
I don't know when that was.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any information on
Did...
when it was.
To my knowledge, at least my thinking was that when Levi had to put his plan into action, he needed... Well, no, you're right. I know for sure he was in contact with the coder after we had talked. But I assume that there would be some relationship that would have been started prior to Arc 3 of our saga.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
we don't
why
know
would
when.
A random coder just decide to help out?
Right,
with
but
a
it...
project
Well,
like this?
Yeah, it probably was not during the virus. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Right.
Likely was not
Right,
during
okay.
the virus.
Okay.
Did Mirage... You have the memories from Mirage's conversation with Sin that first time.
Good chunk.
Good chunk. Did she mention anything about it then? Because, my going theory is that Mirage is the virus. And maybe Levi used some of her to make the virus, and that's why there's all the bedrock at spawn. But it doesn't make sense because now that she is kind of on our, kind of on our good side, she's not as corrupted as she was before. Why is the bedrock still here?
I mean, if what I experienced in the past and what Adam remembers and what I got translated to me, the corruption isn't cured by goodwill or a change of character.
It's the coding itself.
It's the coding itself. And unfortunately, in order for the corruption to be eradicated, it has to be fixed or amended in some way. I mean, that's why the antivirus sword was so powerful, because it removed the corruption that was there, because it restored what would have been broken originally.
Maybe that's why Haven and Jean wanted to get rid of Mirage. Maybe by deleting her, it would have got rid of the bedrock.
Say my theory is right, and the virus is causing the computer to have less power or less memory.
Mm-hmm.
If the virus is gone and that memory is back, can people also not, if someone like Haven knows that, could she not also use that memory? If she has the power to access that type of thing?
Well,
I'm just trying to process all the words that you just said.
My thinking is, who's to say she isn't already?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
that's very true. But say if the virus is gone, that's more for her to access.
Correct. Well, no, necessarily. Because
if you can even access it,
it could very well be that, again, this is me. Here's theory Kano brain coming out. Okay. So, if we're indeed to think that what you're suggesting, Rachel, of Mirage being the contributor to the corruption, perhaps she and Haven are having to share this corrupted space on the drive, almost like thinking of it as like, I mean, it doesn't quite work in the normal world of coding, but I guess in Eden logic it could make sense that we have our normal world, we've got the corruption part. And we witnessed this in Arc 1 with the virus, that there was those who were corrupted, those who weren't, and the ultimate goal of the corruption was to try and spread itself as much as it could to achieve power and victory over
it's like an invasive species.
Yes, almost, exactly. And so what if, this is me just again theorizing heavy duty, what if in order to gain more access to that same space, it's like the rule of two. It's the idea that you can't have more than one kind of figure, and so in order for Haven to gain more power, she has to eradicate the only other being who has access to that space, which in this case would be Mirage.
Makes a lot of sense.
And so then if Mirage is gone, she has the capacity to use that
Sith
space.
Lord.
But at the same time, this is still me theorizing here though, why would there be a lock on the AI folder that she fully well knows protects Mirage?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that also protects herself, and so it could very well be that maybe
he values that over.
Yeah, no, maybe what we're reading more into, maybe her goal was never to try and kill Mirage. Again, it was just ultimately to send a message to us.
Yeah.
Make us think that was the case, because if we panic, if we're worried, it makes it easier for her to potentially spread that corruption to a point that she would no longer need Mirage anymore. She could get rid of her.
Well, I think that's kind of the thing that Haven has been looking into recently anyways. She knows that Mirage has been disobeying her to begin with, and Haven's been approaching us on her own to find out information. She knows that Mirage didn't give up the computer to her, so she had to go to Seth to tell him to give her what she needed. And after the whole thing with her releasing Matt, or with Mirage releasing Matt, clearly Haven didn't want that to happen.
Right. So it's just a big chess game then, I guess, to see who can achieve the most power here in Eden. Which again seems like such a weirdly fickle thing to try and achieve. But I guess again it comes down to the goals of, in order for Haven to maximize the suffering she can deal to Mousy, she needs to have full control of Eden.
Yeah.
I think
and we are giving her a hard time.
If we're trying to figure out what all Haven's motivations are, I feel like there's always one question that we need to ask that we'll probably never get a proper answer to. Just how petty is Haven?
Yeah.
That is the one
Like, how
question.
far will she go to get what she wants?
How far out of her way?
But it seems right now she's not doing a lot. She had Mirage doing her work. She now has Robin doing her work. Jonathan is out there somewhere. And she's just kind of there? I don't know. She hasn't shown herself to be the all-powerful being that she presented herself as on that first step.
No.
And that's why I wrote about in the Teton. I wanted to bring her out.
Right. But I think she, like you said, she's playing a very different game from Levi.
Yeah.
Levi liked to show himself off and flaunt himself, whereas Haven is not interested in that. I think she's more motivated by this goal of hers that she is willing to stay in the shadows.
Yeah.
She's not in a hurry to play her cards. She's maniacally and spitefully pursuing her goal.
She's methodical in a way Levi wasn't.
Right, because he was too passionate.
He was very eager.
Yeah. And as he was eager, he started to say things that he probably shouldn't have said. And it led us to finding the truth.
Yeah, which is... It's so ironic to me then that to think that... Well, I guess I can't quite... Haven, if we do believe, is a corrupted version of Mao. I can't imagine that all of the attributes were the same, but if this is what she was like before, and I guess Mousy would be able to give us more insights on that, I can see why they would have been such a pairing if they complement each other in such ways, because they were so different. like that would appeal to me.
Yeah.
Maybe
very
that's what we
strongly.
need to be looking at. Maybe we need to think of Levi and do the opposite.
Oh, to figure out what Haven is or what she's attempting to
Yeah.
do.
Because we've been playing this out very similarly to how we did it with Levi. And I pointed that out to you several weeks ago with the whole, computer thing.
Correct. Yeah.
It's where we keep on butting heads with each other just to, save ourselves in a way, which we still want to do, but it feels like now we have to play this chess game with her.
Right. We can't just brute force
I'll
our
be
way
the
to
knight.
victory.
Yeah.
The White Knight.
I'm in white armor. I'm just saying.
You're also a panda.
Also true.
Maybe you know what?
And as Rachel said that one time in Arc 3, I am white.
As am I.
As are you.
But you know what, Fang? You actually do have a solid point. If we all establish ourselves as different chess pieces, then we can approach it, knowing our moves.
Ooh.
Alright.
So if we have people designated as knights, we have people designated as the others.
I have 17 different books. I'm writing this down. I got it.
I mean,
okay, what chess piece? This is the personality quiz Eden's always been looking for.
Yes.
What chess piece are
What
you?
chess piece?
Okay. I don't want to be that guy, but Max and Lucinda are pawns.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think you
Yeah.
probably could put Lucario in there too.
I
Kanoka,
mean,
you're a
because
bishop. For more reasons than one.
I was gonna say that seems very charged in terms of the. But this is gonna sound something. Is Eden Kano a bishop, or is IRL Kano a bishop?
I think Eden Kano's a bishop.
Okay.
Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Bishops, because I haven't played like a stupid amount of chess in my life, but I've played a good bit, and I've watched a lot of shit on chess for no other reason than I was bored one day and decided to watch a lot on chess.
Chess. You're just like, I don't know what else to do with chess.
Dude,
This will
nothing on my
intrigue
recommended
me.
was looking like interesting. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch some chess.
That
but
sounds like
bishops,
something Rhino would do.
stop.
I'm not joking.
Don't
he was
compare me
a
with
chess
that
player
guy.
in his school.
Oh, God,
he
of
was
course
leader
he
of
was.
the chess team.
Oh,
So-
of course he was. God damn it. Anyway, bishops have to move very strategically. They are your setup pieces. They
also,
tend
I
to
was on my
either
phone
be
because I was
the ones that
looking
you
up
set
chess
the trap
pieces.
with, or the ones who execute the trap. So that's why
I think I would be a bishop as well.
Yeah, I think both of you are the bishops.
Yeah.
You guys do literally the setup. You guys are the setup people.
Yeah.
In and out of canon.
I think Mousy is the queen.
I'd be more inclined to think she's the king.
I was about to say that actually,
Which,
because
I know it sounds
Okay,
weird. I think
okay,
it's more
Right,
hear me
because
because
the dynamics of
the
the pieces.
protect the
hear me out. Hear me out. Who is Haven after?
Mousy.
yeah.
In chess, what are you trying to do?
Kill the king.
Checkmate the king.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I
So,
thought
yeah,
of it.
Mousy's the
I
king.
thought of it the other way around. Yeah, would be the king. I don't usually play chess. I used to play Rachel used to play chess when I was younger, but it's been a long time.
That's very fair.
And Levi would always win. Never won against him.
Well, that's because he's a dick.
Yeah. He probably cheated, to be honest.
Nope, that's the reason. Nope,
Is that you going back? Are you flashing at Rhino right now by literally
Yes,
saying
no.
that? Wow.
I'm kidding.
Good
So-
to sleep right now.
Says you, I'm texting him. Right. He
Speaking-
texted me the other day. He texted me the other day out of the fucking blue. Just be like, hey, I'm gonna be working at McDonald's soon. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's kind of sweet though. He wanted to
It is. It's really funny because we had a genuine conversation about it and like what he'll be doing there. But it was just really funny because I was just on my phone and he just randomly texted me, and he never texts me. Like our last conversation was in June.
Wow.
We talk half a yearly. Like
That's not bad.
Right.
There are people I've messaged since last year.
goddamn.
Surprisingly, my DMs with Rachel are very light because we interact almost everywhere else, just not
Yeah.
in one-on-one DMs.
Yeah.
Because
Anyway,
we're involved in just enough things, so we don't have to do that. Though we used to
Mhm.
do it more often when we weren't in as many projects together. We'd
Yeah.
be like, hey.
does that
Anyway.
make Lauren the queen?
I wouldn't be opposed to thinking of her that simply because she
Like she
has
tends to be the most
mobility.
powerful, and yeah,
Yeah.
she's like the most powerful piece that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one you don't
So-
want to sacrifice, but she's also the one that sounds bad that you would be willing to sacrifice if it meant protecting the king.
Oh boy.
No, she'd put it that way. She'd probably put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also means
So-
that any pawn can just turn into her at any point. So we just need to get Lucario and Max and Lucinda up to that point, and they just get 4 Laurens.
Jesus.
They just evolve. They're gonna evolve. We just gotta put them through
Bro hit
extreme
the
stress
Pokemon
and trauma,
evolution.
and suddenly just go do.
All right.
And they become
Who-
coders magically.
Who are the rooks? Who are the rooks? Who are the tanks, Gabe?
Gabe. Seth.
That's
Yep.
like Gabe and Seth. Yeah.
Gabe, Seth.
Yep. How do I spell Seth? Like Seath.
Seath?
Seath.
Like Seath.
Okay, and then no, with an A.
Or it'd be Seath.
No, with an A.
Seth.
That's literally just Sith, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars
Fuck
on the
off!
brain. Lord Valorous. Yes.
want
War.
to die.
We wage war against Haven.
Maybe that's the actual okay.
Oh,
hear
also
me out.
Nova.
What
also
if-
Nova.
Yes, that's true. I was gonna say, what if the lore is actually that at the end we have to call for help and we have to call Lord Palpalice to come to save
They
the
will
day?
be
What
there.
if,
No
what
one
if
else gets the
Palpalice
joke,
is a
and that's
spirit
so
in
funny.
Eden
Max does.
that Rachel can summon at a time of need, and it's just gonna come out and it's just be like,
I
"Roar,"
mean,
and
we
you'll be
got
like, "Oh, no."
Botania. It's possible.
We have body actors. It is possible.
Mhm.
Rachel just does both voices.
I mean, it's possible.
So, because is Nova the other knight then?
Well, I guess we'll.
I mean,
Actual-
what's the difference
hmm.
between a knight and rook?
Rooks go straight forward. They can only move in one line, like Foxy from Five
Okay.
Nights at Freddy's. Knights
Yes.
are like kind of like weird. They go in like an L shape.
Yeah, Nova would
and
be
a lot
another
of times
knight.
they're
Nova would be
they
another
are
knight.
used to execute the traps, and they're
Yeah.
one of the most like I don't want to say influential pieces because obviously Queen exists.
Mhm.
But they're essentially right next to the Queen in terms of offense.
Yeah.
Right.
Meanwhile,
And then we
Rooks
still
are
have-
the defense.
Yeah, we still have Mandy, Lizzie, Matt.
All
Yeah.
pawns.
But see, that's the thing though. Is maybe this is me thinking of weird tears. I'd be opposed to putting Mandy as just a pawn because
Yeah.
she.
People who
Okay,
can do rituals, bishops.
I think the chess metaphor only goes so far. Unfortunately,
It really only
like
does.
Right.
There's not enough
because-
pieces.
because
Well, yeah, I'm not the. I
Yeah.
was more saying it as
I'm
like.
doing this out of my own
yeah.
enjoyment.
Right.
No, I figured as much. Yes. But I would say her.
The tier list everyone needed.
To be fair, this sounds really lame. In terms of her actually having information that contributes to things we're learning about, she's provided more information than you have, Fang.
Oh no,
like,
absolutely.
That
No, I
is-
100%
that is-
agree.
that is true.
No,
Her
I
more
100%
relevance is much more applicable than even your role.
Absolutely, I 100% agree.
yeah.
I'm just
She's
here
our
'cause I'm
third
there,
bishop.
and it's really funny. That's what I was saying, dude.
Yeah.
Anyone who can like
Mhm.
use the Aether is a bishop.
Man, that's all it qualifies.
That's the criteria.
Spirit people come to us. And,
Well, I don't know
man.
how to do. Well, I don't know how to
You
do
literally,
rituals.
broski,
I think
you
It-
summoned sin.
It's sort of like that.
Well, that's I don't.
Not you use the aether. You use the aether.
It's I'm gonna use the air god metaphor again. It's like the dragon egg chose you to be the person, and now you got the little insignia on your hand, and you have the power to do whatever you want. And it wasn't your choice, but you get it. So I think Mirage kind of chose you in some ways, and so now you have the capacity to do things you didn't have before.
Now you're a main character.
Maybe. Okay. Well, anyway. Anyway, we play this out like a chess game. We make sure Haven does not get the upper hand. Again.
I will make a giant ass chessboard.
Just to have a chessboard out.
Every time someone makes a move.
That's gonna be yours and Gabe's like
Kano,
evening
like,
task. You're
harvest.
gonna meet up. You're gonna like
Kano harvest the sweet bush. Oh, bishop moved. Bishop moved.
I'm just okay. Fine. You know, maybe one Thursday.
Can we get world
just
at it?
You? No.
No, you don't want that.
No, because imagine having to break and rebuild the pieces.
Well, who said we were gonna have physical pieces?
Buddy,
like,
I said I would build a giant. I said I would build a giant chessboard. You think I won't move them? You think I won't
like
move
Harry
them?
Potter all over again? Man, we're just all.
We are the pieces.
Knight to E3.
Bro hit the L.
Okay, sorry, I have to say this. I just got a message from Gabe Cog saying, "Bro, I already have an idea on how to do it. Easy peasy."
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hop off, Gabe.
Game of chess. Yeah, I was gonna say clear item frames would be a perfect way to do it because just
yeah,
run that way, or choose like items that would symbolize them.
Yeah, that's a good shout, Sunlit Beauty. That's a good shout. That's something that probably should be mentioned at some point. But I'm not gonna tell them about the thing that she gave me because she told me to keep that secret.
Anyway, you guys all watch some One Piece?
No. I actually.
Computer, no.
No.
Yeah, guys,
speaking. No. Speaking of the computer, I remember that thing I was telling you about, Fang. How I wanted to see if it was possible that I could reach out to somebody on the outside.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. So I was thinking, if the computer is able to do all this crazy stuff, it is possible potentially that it could send out messages to people out on the outside. So
fair enough.
There is a list of people that I could send messages to, but I just gotta figure out who and if it will work. Because with this, we probably won't get a response until maybe somebody else shows up at Eden.
Right.
I feel like we all already know who to send a message to, but...
Yeah, but if it's somebody who will... If it's something that will, be advantageous to the entire group.
For sure.
I mean, back when things got closed up, there was one person who I immediately was hoping we could get access to simply because there's someone who's currently living, at least to my knowledge, still
I was about to say, we actually
house.
don't know. I'm also surprised he just hasn't shown up yet.
Right. No,
like, he has to know something's going on.
Yeah, which is kind of worrying.
He's ignoring it.
He wouldn't.
I don't think he would. He left 3 months after Fang did just to go and find him.
Also, this guy over here is here, so... Will you?
And Sebastian knows that I'm here, so...
Right. I'm trying to remember, were you stuck here by the time that he visited?
I was, yeah.
Like, does he know?
Yeah. He knows that I'm here, that I'm stuck here.
Then he probably
but not about
knows
anybody
that...
else.
I feel like at this point, like, we've been stuck for a while.
Yeah.
He probably caught on.
And it's been like 4 months since I've seen him.
Since anyone has.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean, if so, you think he could be here already?
I think it's a large possibility that he could just be here.
Then why have we been interacting with AI Sin? Why isn't he shown?
have we?
Imagine it's just been him.
But I
mean,
that would just
okay. Kanoka, this is less of a statement, more of a question for you specifically.
Okay.
Okay, Sin has his own code.
Correct.
That's a fact. He has an AI. Now, he used my code to let himself in last time.
Right, because he was lazy.
yeah,
Yes.
more or less.
More or less. Does that mean there's a new branch of code for Sin?
Based on that interaction?
Based off of him using my code.
It shouldn't, because he's using your code.
Right, but it's also Sin. It's just a different person using someone else's code while they're already.
But
Well,
it'd
but
be
it would
it'd be
it would be the same.
It's like
the
you
same
logging
user.
into. If you logged into my email account, it wouldn't change anything about that email account.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing.
And it would be the same
Again,
location
it's
too.
like
So
it's like how we were able to use Rachel's code to exit Eden.
yeah.
That's true. Okay, that's why I had that question.
Yeah.
Because that would explain if Sebastian is here, why. I don't think it's the A. I don't think if Sebastian is here, it's the AI that we've been talking to. I think the Sin we've been talking to is the AI.
I want to hope so.
Right, but that's a valid possibility.
I mean, if anything, if he is here, it could also be that a certain someone has him away from where we can access him.
True. We gotta go on an
goodness.
adventure, guys. Gotta find Sebastian.
What if he's just stuck in the Aether? What if Haven just has him in the Aether?
I mean, I would be inclined to think that if that... Well, I actually don't know how that would work. Because he's never interacted in the same space as his own AI.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. I don't think anyone
I wonder
has.
if he... Yeah. I'm thinking, there's been no form of interaction there, because then...
I don't think they can.
I don't think they'd be able to exist in the same world.
Yeah. No.
Well, it's like
if they would, one would override the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then...
Big brain lore.
So
Sebastian decides to take over the regular Sebastian.
Oh boy, he'd
get it.
He did mention that at some point, I think. I don't know.
Did he really? Wait, did he really?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like that would be something that AI Sin would joke about, though.
That's something regular Sin would joke about.
Yeah. Anyway, that gives me a little bit of hope that he's not here, because if AI Sin were to come in and out of the Aether, then something would need to happen to real Sin.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I just hope nothing bad happened to him outside.
Maybe he just called 911.
Well, what?
Well, I mean, what on earth would they do? But, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they would go to the lab, right? Like, if hypothetically, if the police were called to check on us, they would go to the lab. They would see that they were all hooked up, but there's nothing that they could do.
No.
But if there's somebody there who says everything is fine, what really option would the police have?
That is also true. And, like, we don't know where Jonathan is.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my instinct is that he's outside.
We need to We need to somehow get a message out to Sebastian and have him go throw hands. That would get rid of one of Haven's quote-unquote minions.
Okay, so...
That again require research. But I mean, I think if that's what you think would be worth the time, then I think that could be a good route to take. It would be looking for that message. Otherwise, what was this just... I had it in my head earlier.
The other person that I was gonna possibly message would be Rhino. Because he knows that I came here.
Right. I mean, he was invited to come here, and he didn't.
Yeah. So... I did kind of distance myself from him, but if there is a message that does get to him, he... I hope would try to help us get out again.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, based on previous experience, I don't think we have anything to lose by you making a choice today. It just means that they'll probably consume your weekly power budget, right?
Well,
I
from
just
what
think so.
Nova said with, like, how they, fixed that, they said it should be good every Monday and then Thursday.
Right, but that's also, we haven't done this process before. So
True.
it could be different depending on what power it would actually take to
No, you're right.
break through whatever is causing the clog on Eden.
Yeah. I also don't even know if it'll send out the message if I do it today, because I just did it on Thursday.
Right.
Maybe I wait until Thursday to try to give out contact, or try to send out contact, but I just don't really know what else we can ask at this point.
I don't think there's any further leads to really pursue.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing we kind of have to go on right now is just trying to figure out what on earth Haven's end goal is.
Yeah, and
But
that's
I
not
don't
really
think the
anything
computer
we can
tell us that.
exactly.
We need to figure out where Mirage is.
I don't
Whether
know
or
how we
not
could
she's
find
back
that
in
out.
the Aether. I mean,
I don't really want to
wouldn't-
try right now, because if we want
Very
to
valid.
if we want to have
we
Haven
want-
believe that we
right.
believe that Mirage is dead, that'll give us the upper hand.
True.
So I think just for us as general public, we should be under the impression we should be spreading it that Haven or that Mirage is dead.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's going to be a little something
but...
in the Titan about it, but like...
Sure. I 100% agree that we should make Haven assume that we think Mirage is dead.
Yeah.
But there's also nothing stopping us from trying to find Mirage. Like, trying to figure out a location, not necessarily doing anything with that for a little bit.
I mean, but there is also the possibility that Mirage is back in her box in the Aether.
That was
and
the thing
that
I was
we
thinking
can't,
of.
and we won't be able to access that.
But at least having that knowledge, I feel like having a confirmation of where Mirage is, so that we can kind of get a handle on what resources we have.
Yeah, the only thing that I can think of about finding her if she's in the Aether is doing that ritual again. If she's stuck,
not do right now.
Exactly. So.
Right.
But I'm just saying that that's a future question that we can ask the computer, is where Mirage is, because that is something I feel like the server
that's kind
would
of
know.
what I asked. Kind of.
Well, you asked if Mirage was dead.
Yeah.
Which
right.
It gave us an answer. No, she's not. Now we need to follow up and say, hey, well, where is Mirage?
Right.
Right.
At some point. But I feel like...
Exactly. Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
You need to really convince Haven, though.
Yeah, I feel like we need to focus on our game plan against Haven now. Now that Mirage is kind of... Well, how you were saying when we first met Haven. Well, how we were coming up with the idea of who we were gonna focus on first. Right? Now that Mirage is kind of not really an issue anymore, we can finally focus on how to defeat Haven.
I got it. I'll make her go into a nether portal, and then I'll obsidian trap the nether portal. So she can't get out.
No, I don't think it
Game
works.
plans.
I don't think it...
Game plans, Rachel. You're right, it probably won't work, but you know what?
Yeah.
I can give it a shot at least, right? I would say nothing to lose, but she might just get angry at me, and I don't really want that.
True. She could just kill you like 400 times.
As someone who has died before, that's not very PogChamp.
Well, I mean, I called her a coward after she left and she didn't do anything to me, so...
Okay, but she already made her point that day.
Yeah.
She would have a new point to make if I obsidian trapped her. And I feel like I would be the example on that one.
Right.
Although I feel like a bucket of water just gets you out, right? Nice.
What?
Sorry, I was responding to the cogs.
No, you're
Good one. No, I'm just kind of thinking to myself about logistics, because if you place a water in a nether portal, like a bucket of water,
She
it
has
breaks the
OP
portal.
powers.
Okay, but I'm just like trying to figure out how I can get out of an obsidian box.
Oh, how you can.
Because like if I just
Right.
like place a bucket of water,
Well,
it
as long as
breaks
you have
the
your
portal.
things on you, you can also...
And also purling
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. As long as you
And
have
also
your
just
things
in a
on you,
live
right?
track, because I can just glide under the blocks.
Anyway.
I think there's multiple ways to get out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
take it slow, though. I feel like at this point, whether or not Haven knows it, the ball is in her court. It's her move.
Well, no,
So-
she just did her move.
Right, but now we have our move done of figuring out whether or not Mirage is actually alive. We had a reactionary move.
I suppose so, yeah.
Don't look at me like that. Don't judge me like that.
I'm not judging you.
You're definitely. It's silent judging. I can hear it.
Really?
I can hear the
Not sure
silence.
about that.
Oh, I'm sure about it.
I think we're probably good here. I don't want us to be here for too much
Hold up.
longer
Hold up.
while we... What are you doing?
He's figuring
Oh.
out his own.
Oh, yeah, he's...
Mine
is
look
just-
real creepy.
Yeah. Yours
Mine
look a
actually
lot
look
weirder.
appropriate.
Yeah, mine don't.
That's the nice thing about having tall eyes.
Tall eyes!
Tall eyes.
Tall
man's got
eyes.
tall
Something people get
eyes.
on me is that I've got tall eyes.
That is something that he just said.
Anyway, I'm going back to spawn.
Okay.
I will join you in uno momento. I just gotta. There we go. See ya. I am arriving. I have arrived.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bang, are you gonna be working on those books today?
Well, considering we just had about an hour's chat, I'm not too
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
What kind of books are you? What are you working on? if you don't mind
So
asking?
I was actually gonna ask for your help with some of them. I'm essentially writing not like character bios, but like kind of just things about the people who have passed away due to Eden.
Oh, gotcha.
And with the people I don't know, like from people with Arc 1, I want your help with it. Like
Gotcha.
Zach, Logan, Paramore, people like that.
I mean, there's some things I provide, but ultimately, with most people, I have no true information on them outside of what I know
Right.
from the Eden
Sure.
biographies that are written in their applications.
All right. I mean, all I have for Yasmin so far is that she kept finding new ways to not invent. Fuck, what's the word?
Hmm.
Is it invent? No.
What's
Innovate?
Innovate. Innovate chaos. God, I cannot find the word there.
Innovent.
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 Amogos. Sus.
I mean, but we also do kind of know, like, why is it the thunder? Oh, you guys. Okay.
Thanks for bringing
It
on the
was
thunder.
How did I get like thundersticks on all three? That's insane.
We do know a little bit about Yasmin's history. It was the whole thing with the rabbit girl. I mean, but that was also kind of altered because there's clearly no rabbit girls in real life.
I wouldn't be surprised if she just like not even like got attacked, but like saw a rabbit, like a wild rabbit one day, got super just traumatized by it for no actual reason, and
We
then
know that she
phobia
and
appeared.
Toby knew each other quite well.
Proboscis.
So, I wish I had gone to like.
Tobuscus.
I wish I had gone into that a little bit more, but then Yasmin expired and I lost my memory, so couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tobuschungus.
Before we get too off topic,
Mm-hmm.
Kano,
Yes.
can we talk?
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay, I'm not streaming. I'll just go over here.
At least pretend like you aren't listening.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm gonna go to the guild hall and get some quests.
Okay.
Are you finally gonna write down some things for
No.
people to do?
No. That's
'Cause
Gabe's
I-
job.
'cause
I
I-
always said. The task board. That's Gabe's job. That's something he wanted to
built
do.
the entire building.
That seems like a him problem. He did not need to do that. I did not ask him to do
see.
that.
Oh goodness. Okay,
Anyway,
go
have
do your
fun.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
We never got to talk after the
No.
ritual.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot of business to be had.
Yeah. I heard that you had a conversation with Fang, though, about something.
Yeah. We did. And it was helpful.
That's good.
Yeah. I think it's just it's a time of change and good change. But I think it's just reminding myself that there are some things that are very importantly changed, but also some things that aren't. And it's easy to forget that sometimes.
Right.
But yeah, we were just worried.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of faith in you. And I think that there is this pressure I put on myself to make that more than it needed to be. So I'm sorry if that it all affected how you chose to go about kind of that process as a whole, but
It had nothing to do with you and Mousy as people. Like, I knew that you were having conflict with Lauren, and I just didn't want that to get in the way of finding out more information.
yeah, which is very smart on her part. I've had more time now to think on things a little differently, and I'm sure Mousy has too.
Yeah.
My biggest concern was just that I was worried that it was something that you had, kind of kept to yourself during our vacation, and that you weren't able to fully enjoy the time we had together, and I didn't want that to be the case. That was my biggest concern, really. maybe a bit selfish, really, because I was like, I want to make sure Rachel's having fun on vacation. If she wasn't having fun, then what was that time worth?
I was having a good time. You know, there were points that I thought about it, but I didn't spend all of my time thinking about what's going to happen during the ritual on Thursday. You know, I did, you know, appreciate my time that I had with you guys. And that was like the first real family vacation I've had. So, despite everything that was going on, I still wanted to be a part of it. That's why I, you know, was asking you guys if you needed help. If anything,
right.
I wanted to do more. You know, but we only had such a short time, and I knew that there was stuff I need to do on Thursday, and you know, I do regret leaving you guys there that early, but I was dealing with stuff with Lucario and talking to people about, you know, if they were gonna show up for the ritual and stuff like that, so I didn't, you know, jump immediately into it.
Yeah,
but
I think it was that feeling of not knowing what was going on, and
yeah,
I think it stood out most to, I think, both Mousy and I, that we were the only ones who weren't in attendance.
right.
And Matt was only kind of with us because of us being there and not drawing attention to what was going on.
You must have seen her then, because I woke up and you were already there.
Yes, we did. I say this in a good way, but I wish that there would have been an actual opportunity to talk with her, but I feel like Mousy was too enraged to want to have a conversation with Mirage. I think she just was worried that she would try to possess you in a similar way to how Sebastian kind of took over Fang.
Yeah.
And maybe be unwilling to part ways with you. But it didn't seem like Mirage was all that keen on that idea.
Yeah. Because when she talked to me, all the times that, you know, she either approached me or left something for me to go through a portal, like she, besides for the original Wasteland entrapment in the box, she never intended to keep me stuck. That first, you know, the first time where she left the portal, she said, yeah, I was already stuck in Eden. What was the point of, you know, doing something extra? And then when she had come to me on Thursday, and we had a conversation, and she said that we kind of bonded a little bit over Levi, and she said that she, I guess, found comfort with me, and that's why she kept coming back.
That's not hard to believe, because you're very good at being able to facilitate that kind of conversation. So
And then the same day I saw her burn in lava. But she knew that Haven was onto her. So she was probably half expecting it.
Probably.
And so was I. I knew that after that ritual, we were at risk. Mainly, you know, me and Lauren for coming up with it. So I was prepared.
Are you feeling, I mean, I know you obviously took your steps and now you've got a bit more answers, but were you feeling okay having witnessed that on Thursday?
I don't know. It just... There's just still so many unanswered questions, and I hope they'll be answered soon.
I know, again, it seems like we continually gain more questions with an answered, that can't be answered very effectively.
Right.
At least without some patience and time, which we always seem to have very precious little of.
Yeah. Especially now.
Yeah.
Because, we're all still trapped here, and there's nobody looking out for her.
No. Yeah. The one person who's supposed to just used her as a scapegoat to cause more issues.
No, I was talking about Mousy.
Yeah. I really hope she's gonna.
That whole thing just reminded me of the fact that we're still here because of Haven. And maybe the way that she's making us suffer is by reminding us that Mousy is still out there in pain. And that we're here and we can do nothing about it.
No. Yeah. I've been trying not to think about it a lot because it's easy to forget it when we're in here. But, I mean, she's close. She's really close.
Yeah. It's been like 7 months since we first got in here, I think.
Yeah. I'd like to think that we would know if something were to change. But it's hard to know.
We wouldn't be able to tell. It was different with Levi because expiration meant he gave the announcement. I doubt Haven would give an announcement saying that something had happened to Mousy. Her AI would still be here regardless.
Yeah, and that's a real sickening thought, but I can't help but think that Haven would care less.
Yeah.
If Mousy just straight up died, because if her AI is here, she has a form of Mousy she can torture forever.
Yeah. And Gabe had brought up that point too, where he's in the AA folder as well. And he is at risk of potentially being controlled by her.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that Gabe would be still somewhat of an exception because he's not from here. But at the same time, again,
I mean, neither was any of the beta members. And yet she still has control of them. At least in some sense.
It's all such complicated code for what is such a little thing.
Yeah. This was supposed to be a place to reunite with people you've lost, and it's turned into this.
Man, that was one of the things I've talked a lot about with Gaben as well as with Fang. there's the underlying feeling of both of them being right, quote unquote, with this whole situation. That's the pride in me is upset about it, but it's more that realism in my heart that scares me, because I really didn't want this all to happen again. And I can't help but feel like what we chose to do has only re-enabled more bad things to happen. And then I just can't help but think in my head, would it have been better just to not do anything? You know, just to accept the fact that I'd only have so much time with Mousy and make the most of that, instead of trying to create an Eden where, yeah, she'd be a little more pain-free, but obviously we've ended up with this now. And it's almost like, would it be, if it weren't for this whole AI system, would it be better for Mousy just to be able to pass on in peace and not have to worry about all the extra pieces of this puzzle that have come to be?
You guys made the right choice, by the way. Don't think that bringing back Eden was not a choice you shouldn't have done. Like, it was... You were in your right to bring it back. You know, I have other opinions about bringing in new members, but that's me. But, trying to help prolong her life is not something that you need to be regretful for. I feel like if you were given an opportunity to help, why wouldn't you take it? It's the person you care about the most in your entire life.
Yeah. I guess it's just, the more time I spend on it, the more I feel like it was... I mean, ultimately, we did this for her. But I can't help but feel a little bit sometimes like it was a bit of a selfish decision. Because if she's in Eden, we get to keep her for forever, regardless of where she goes. If she's not in Eden, then she goes away. And there's no sense of permanence with that, aside from the memories that we have. And even just with what we've experienced in the past, I was afraid that could happen again. And I, as a coder, I'm someone who I want records of everything. I write books to remember the past. And that is still one of my greatest fears to this day, is to forget something that is important to me, or forget someone. And if Mousy were to disappear in the real world, who would care to remember her when all she had was her sister, and her sister was gone? So I appreciate that, and I do, in my heart, ultimately feel like it was the right choice, but I also do still question if we were motivated by just a bit more than a compassion for Mousy, and partially by our own selfishness too. And that's what I regret, is that piece of the puzzle has led to a lot of despair for a lot of people. And I mean, even I feel empathy for Haven. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be in here and to feel this bitterness. I'm surprised that Mirage hasn't faced the same fate that Haven has with all that she went through.
Yeah. That's why I was trying so hard with Mirage. I knew there was something there that I could... that I could use to try to get her back to a good place. And... Goodness, should we move inside?
You always can consider it. It's not a bad move, probably.
When I talked to Lauren some weeks ago, we were coming up with the whole plan for the... Oh, great. Yeah, rain. We were coming up with the whole plan for the ritual and all that. I was telling her that Eden does also do a lot of good for people. And it... Specifically, it did a lot of good for me. Because it saved my life. And it being back, I didn't know who I was supposed to be when I got here. Again. I was so lost. And I don't know. By going back into this whole investigation thing and trying to fit in again, it's given me my purpose. And I also, I don't know if it's just me or if anybody else is feeling it, but I don't know. Eden has brought a lot of good for me, despite the bad.
Yeah. I'm glad that it has. And I'm thankful for Eden because it means that we had a place to meet. And I mean, all of us, you know, created friendships because of the hardships we experienced, but also just the time spent together.
Yeah.
And that's something that I am never going to regret. And I can never regret Eden. I think that's the hope that kind of keeps us going forward, is that we fight for it, not because of what it is, but because of who has been here.
Yeah.
And the people whose lives it's touched.
That's why we can't just get rid of it. We can't just let it get shut down again.
I know. We'll have to fight for it a little bit. And and not in the sense of what maybe we think of. I think we're just gonna have to find a way to convince Lauren to not move on. Because, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I talked with you before, so you know, but I think she's ready to move on. And I don't know what to do with that. I feel like a rift has been formed, and I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah. Kind of also on that other point, I mean, we're only in beta. This is technically still beta. Like, this project can do so much good. But it has corruption right now. And As long as the corruption gets removed, then it can be so useful for a lot of people.
Yeah. I'd like to see Eden be used in that way. And, you know, then maybe other communities can come together. But as it is with the imagery that is Eden, it's also the birthplace of all that is sinful too, as much as it is the place that is meant to be good.
Yeah.
But I also know that if we have people who use Eden the same way we have, they'll come out stronger because of it.
Right.
They just have to take those steps to be willing to fight for themselves.
Yeah, we need to approach this differently than we did before.
Yeah. We do. And I think, like you said, the starting point's going to be doing what we think Levi wouldn't do.
Yeah.
And going from there. Which is hard, because it means we have to learn a whole new enemy.
Yeah.
But we'll have to do what we can. Step into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
Didn't even realize the irony of what I just said until I said it. But I guess I was dancing around a little bit. But I want you to know that, and I know you know this, but our friendship has not changed based on anything that's happened. In the sense of, you are most importantly of all always my friend. And that's not something I'm going to ever allow to waver, as long as I've got control over that.
Well, parents should be friends with their children, right?
Yeah.
In a healthy relationship.
Yes. I just want you to know that you are my friend first, which in essence for me is an even stronger bond than what family can bring. And I think the reason why our family is what it is because we are friends.
Yeah.
I was thinking about saving this for later, but I realized that in light of the decision that you made, there's still documentation that hasn't been completed.
Yeah.
I don't know if now is the best time to do it, but I would be willing to give you, once I find it.
You should just name the book.
You would think that'd be a good idea. Is it even in here? That's gonna be what's gonna find out. It's like, is it even inside this backpack? It's not here. Is it in my normal one? I probably could do it with my more important things, which is in my current backpack. Yeah, I literally named it Adopt Papers there. You're welcome to hold on to that, to sign at your leisure, because you've made the choice, and cool. Well, then that's one thing that will forever be settled. I love you, Rachel, a lot.
You too.
I was gonna be for it.
Huh.
Well, should we go grab the peanut gallery and make our way back to our houses?
Yeah, wherever he is.
He's over there.
Oh. Is he?
Look
is he
up.
Just...
Look up.
Oh.
Eye in the sky.
Oh my goodness,
Have
you're
you been watching us the entire time,
No,
dude?
I was. If you look over by the windmill, I harvested all the crops
Oh,
I did. Okay.
I wouldn't be able
except
to
for those
tell.
beets. Well, onions, but you know. Well, no, I was just running around doing miscellaneous tasks, and I got bored, so I decided to put up a One Piece clip.
Oh,
And then
goodness.
I was hoping one of you would notice before your conversation ended. Didn't seem like that happened.
I mean, I always knew who you were, but when you're having a serious conversation, you have to be like,
You're
"Hey, look."
you're into it. You're in the lore.
Well, I
Exactly.
just thought like someone would see just a white glowing entity on top of the fucking tower.
We weren't looking up,
No, we
and
were.
Kano was looking the other way.
Well, I knew
I was
if
mostly
anyone were to see
looking
me,
down.
To be fair, I was watching a One Piece clip, so how could I know?
Anyway, I'm gonna head back home, and then I'm gonna head off for the night, because that was
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah, I'll probably
And
do a little
then-
bit of farming
yeah.
of materials, and
I'm
then
just gonna vibe with Kana.
And then hopefully on
he allows
Thursday
me.
we get something, you know?
yeah,
Whether it be more info on Haven or, you know, something.
I'm sure there'll
Meow.
be some piece of information. There always
Yeah.
seems to be
Someone-
something that comes up.
Oh, why is there a hole?
Oh yeah, that's from the ghast. Well, that
It
you know
still
what?
hasn't been
This
cleaned up.
one I don't know, but that there was from the ghast.
Things got burned.
Also, it's raining, so you know what that means. Into the sky.
Restoring flying.
I got up to level 746 on Y.
Impressive.
Meow.
Anyway, I'm gonna head off
Takes
for the
so long
night.
for me to fall.
Okay.
Bye.
Good night, Rachel.
Good night, guys. Alright, that's gonna be it for the stream. We're gonna go ahead and raid Kano. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh goodness, that got emotional. I don't think I actually cried, but I was pretty goddamn close. So, yeah, I'm gonna send you guys all over to Kano. I appreciate you guys all so much. Yeah, that was a good stream. Hopefully it didn't, drop frames too much. So, appreciate you all. Have a good night.